Welcome, guys. Welcome to EM Football TV for the review of today's match. We have Brighton versus Chelsea tonight. If you have any doubt about Brighton winning, just take anything. You can sell your car, you can sell your land, then stake Brighton. Brighton will be winning anyway. So that's that. Before we go into that preview, because we are only have one game tonight, and talk about the weekend matches. Yeah, we had matches over the weekend. The first one was on Friday. We had West Ham. Was it? No. On Saturday, we had is when Tottenham was playing also on Saturday. Yeah, maybe just I confirm a bit. Yeah, on Saturday. Yeah, I know Chelsea also played Manchester United. We lost 1-0. Yeah, a game that we can analyze it in a different way if you want. Uh, you can maybe say, "Oh, Chelsea played well" or not, depending on what you you believe. So on Saturday, these were the results. Brentford played 0-0 draw versus Fulham. Leeds beat Wolves 3-0. Newcastle lost at home to FC Bournemouth. Tottenham 2-2 versus Brighton. Chelsea losing at home versus Manchester United 1-0. Um, on Sunday, we had also like four matches, five, where we had one vital game. We had Aston Villa versus Sunderland. Aston Villa winning 4-3 in the last minute. And then Everton losing at home to Liverpool 2-1. Nottingham Forest 4, Burnley 1. And then Manchester City 2, Arsenal 1. Yeah, so maybe we start on Saturday. Brentford Fulham 0-0. Brentford Fulham 0-0. It was a London derby. Of course, these are one of the teams that have been decent this season. Yeah, and getting a draw of 0-0 shows the league how the league is strong. But these are decent teams, by the way, and they are playing well. So Brentford winning drawing 0-0 versus Fulham. That was the match on Saturday. Then on Saturday, Leeds beating Wolves 4-0. Leeds are on 3-0. Leeds are on form, and as you can see, Leeds is a decent team. They are playing Chelsea in the weekend in the FA semi-final. If Chelsea move the way we are moving, I don't think we will knock out Leeds. I'm a Chelsea fan saying that. I don't think we will knock out Leeds. It will be a very, very, very crucial, a very, very difficult game for Chelsea versus Leeds in the FA semi-finals. And then we had Newcastle losing at home to FC Bournemouth. I think Newcastle, there are rumors that they might be sacking their manager. That is Eddie Howe, but not confirmed. But maybe there will be a change because Jose Mourinho has been linked with the job at Newcastle. But Newcastle this season they have been below bar compared to what we expect Newcastle. Yeah, maybe they hate Champions League football. That's also maybe a factor. But we expected that Newcastle will be doing better, much better this season. But they did not perform well as we expected, or so many of us expected this season. So Newcastle losing at home, it was for me a bit of a shocker. But also FC Bournemouth, they are a very decent team. Yeah, remember their manager is leaving at the end of the season, but also they have another manager also coming in. So that's how Bournemouth, uh, a very good club, run to fit into the mid-table around there, yeah, to survive in the Premier League. But they are playing well. So FC Bournemouth beat Newcastle, and then Tottenham 2-2 versus Brighton. Brighton equalized late on because Tottenham thought they had won the match. So this one keeps Tottenham in the relegation places, but we are remaining with five matches to go. So anything can happen. But if they are not so much careful, it will be a very big disaster for losing a team like Tottenham in the Premier League. This was one of the big boys in the Premier League. But they drew 2-2 versus Brighton. Chelsea versus Manchester United. Of course, okay, I didn't expect, by the way, for Manchester United to beat us. But with Chelsea, anything you expect anything. Yeah, but I was not so sure that we will lose to Manchester United. The way I'm sure that we will lose to Brighton today. Today now I'm very sure we'll lose to Brighton. But for Manchester United, if we put emotions aside, Chelsea played well the entire game because if I remember, Manchester United had like one or two chances only. Chelsea had like 21 shots on goal. Um, they hit the Woodward. like they post almost 4 times. Yeah, so if it was another day where Chelsea were lucky, I think Chelsea could have easily won this game like 5-1 or something of sort. That is how better they played. But sometimes football is a game of fine margins. So this game, we give credit where it is deserved. Chelsea played well, but it was not our day. So we lost to Manchester United. Manchester United, I think they cemented there. They only need 3 points to be sure that they will be finishing in the top four. Only 3 points, but they are third now. I think they will finish there. So that was Manchester United versus Chelsea. And then after, of course, at Chelsea right now, the environment is toxic. Everyone talking like Fofana did not greet the manager, things like that going on, rumors. Of course, if the club is doing badly the way we are doing badly at the moment, those things you get them from the players, from the media, all those. But we are demanding one thing that the Blueco, the company, whatever they are called, they sell this club because really to manage this club, they have just fallen short, or way short of the expectation, even from the investors, the expectation from the fans, what we expected from them. They are not delivering. They have bought a lot of young, inexperienced players. Uh, we won the World Cup last summer, but that is the time that we needed to add in some more experience, some big boys to the game. But we did not do that. So I think it is a problem to Chelsea right now, and protests have begun right center. The protest also last Saturday, the protest was successful. The message was very clear: Bluco out, and we still demand that. If they are not willing to change, but there is no how they will change because even we don't have enough cash right now to spend on those quality players we need. But what will we do? Let them just sell, pack up, and leave. And then another match now on Sunday. We had also some matches. We had Aston Villa winning against Sunderland, a very difficult game. Villa we won extra time. And then Liverpool versus Everton. Also, Liverpool won in the extra time of the 90. Uh, Everton winning this match. I think Liverpool winning the match. I think it also brings them very closer to the top four. Yeah, maybe behind Aston Villa with few points, but even if they finish fifth, they will make Champions League because that is the aim this season for many teams. Nottingham Forest beating Burnley. Yeah, it was expected. This is a relegation battle. Forest playing at home at the City Ground. You know how they can be very stubborn. They are a stubborn team when they are playing at home. So Burnley have already left this league. I think Burnley with the Wolves, they are confirmed like they will be playing championship football next season. And then we had Man City versus Arsenal. Yeah, one of the biggest games, but of course the battle was there. Haaland, Gabriel, as usual. That this fixture served as those battles the recent past. So Arsenal winning and losing to Man City 2-1. I think now the advantage has swung to Man City because Man City by tomorrow they have a match. They are playing Burnley away. So if tomorrow if tomorrow they win against Burnley, I think they will be fast before Arsenal play on Saturday. Arsenal are playing for Saturday. The reason why we have this fixture, midweek fixture, they are not all teams because remember we only have three fixtures. Chelsea playing Brighton. We have Man City playing. Man City are playing Burnley tomorrow, and then we have Leeds playing Bournemouth if I'm not wrong, tomorrow. So the reason being there is an FA Cup semi-final on the weekend, whereby Chelsea meets Leeds, and then yeah, it is FC Bournemouth versus Leeds. Chelsea will be meeting Leeds. Manchester City will be playing Southampton over the weekend. So the Manchester City Arsenal, it was like a final. Whoever won, the results the way it were because Man City won, it gives Man City an advantage, added advantage. And if everyone wins the remaining games, now will go down to goal difference. And there is, I think, Man City have the edge because Man City are scoring a lot of goals, but Arsenal they seem not to know how to score goals. That is the problem of Arsenal this season. Even after spending like 80 million signing Gyökeres, we thought that Gyökeres will be now the final missing, the missing puzzle in their quest for the Premier League title. But we'll see. 5 games will still serve as a very entertaining end to the season. That is the best thing with the Premier League. And for me, I always want the Premier League to go up to the last day so that it giving us morale for to watch the games. But like Bundesliga, Bayern Munich won their title on the weekend, 35th title for Bundesliga. They are champions of Germany. Congratulations, Vincent Company from EM Sports. We say congratulations to Bayern Munich for winning the Bundesliga champions, the title. So that is Bayern Munich are are champions already of Bundesliga. So we go to so that is it. So Arsenal right now they will need a very strong character for them. Maybe something to happen. First, they must make sure that they are winning their games, and then to pray that God and the heavens can favor them, so that Man City maybe gets one draw or something, or maybe they outscore. But to outscore Man City at this point, I don't think it will be very. It will. I don't think it will be possible for them to outscore Man City because these are the remaining fixtures. If we just go through them quickly, remaining fixture in terms of Man City and Arsenal, because those are the teams that are playing for the title. So Arsenal remaining fixtures. Yeah, we compare the two fixtures between Arsenal and Manchester City in the Premier League. Arsenal Saturday they go away to Newcastle. They play at home to Newcastle. The Newcastle right now, Arsenal will beat them, but you can't just also the way Arsenal are moving in terms of especially confidence and the pressure. You can get that Newcastle can get something out of this game, but that one we can maybe say 60% Arsenal will be winning that, and then the following fixture will be Arsenal versus Fulham on May the 2nd. I think Arsenal wins that because it's at home. And then the following, the other fixture is West Ham versus Arsenal. So Arsenal will be just playing in London. Arsenal, um, they will be playing West Ham. That's also a tricky fixture considering that last season they lost to West Ham in these circumstances, but it was at the Emirates and they lost to West Ham. So they will be playing West Ham and then it will be Arsenal versus Burnley and then Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. These are winnable fixtures, especially after Newcastle. Newcastle can be, but these are winnable fixtures. Will Arsenal do that? We will wait and see and confirm if they will be ready to do that. And then maybe confirm to Manchester City fixtures. Manchester City fixtures. Man City, they are playing Burnley tomorrow at Turf Moor. That one Man City will win. And then they play Everton. That one may be a bit tricky because away to Everton on Monday, the 4th of May. They'll be playing away to Everton. And then they come and welcome Brentford at Etihad. And then they go away to Burnley, to Bournemouth. Then welcome Palace and Villa. So that's how the fixture. So for me, I can't bet that Man City will lose any of these fixtures. It's very difficult. But the Everton one is a bit tricky. All of these, as usual in the Premier League, any fixture can be tricky. Any fixture can serve you with a lot of surprise. But I don't think the way Man City are moving right now and they are seeing the treble in their eyes, I think they win all of these matches. So, but we will wait and confirm at EM Sports. So may remember, we will wait and confirm. So today we have a football Premier League match between Chelsea and Brighton. That's Brighton playing at home. It is just simple. You can't preview Chelsea now. To preview Chelsea, it is simple. We will lose this game. It's not that I am pessimistic or something, but it is good just to say things as they are. I can't see us beating Brighton at their home ground. But if we beat them, well and good. We will be here. We will be happy. We will celebrate the results. But the reality remains, it is very difficult for us to beat Brighton at their home. But we'll be here to confirm that because Chelsea, uh, it is even pointless to talk about Chelsea saying that, oh, the only point we are just talking about Chelsea is Bluco out. Sell the club, you people pack and leave. That is the only mission we have right now as Chelsea fans. Bluco to leave, then we get in an owner who will take a few, like 1 or 2 seasons, but if he has the right intention, and then Chelsea will rise again. But for this season, even 10th is possible, especially if we lose tonight. Yeah, things will get worse. But tonight, we might lose. The chances of us losing they are very high compared to the chances of us winning. But we'll be live from 10 p.m. Kenyan time. Remember to subscribe. Remember to put on that notification bell and and subscribe. Inform your friends. Share the link. Share with them. Let them support us to grow this community, to grow this football community. You never know where 4 or 5 years to come from now, where we will be. Maybe it will be a very big studio, maybe. That's our prayers and that's our hope. But for now, we are where we are, but we ask for your support. Just subscribe, put on that notification bell to notify you when we upload these and to notify you when we go live for the Brighton versus Chelsea match. Otherwise, let's meet at 10 p.m. Thank you.